Hello, blessings to everyone. Just want to get started by saying this is very different for me. I hardly ever go public with my spirituality and just what I believe in and what I do. However, just to give you a little background on me, I actually was raised Catholic. Was later introduced to other religions as I got older and began to just live with other people. My grandfather took me in at 13 and pretty much adopted me. He went to a Baptist church, and so therefore I began to learn Baptist practices or their doctrine. So you're probably wondering what is, the purpose of my video. Well, the purpose is that it's serving as a public thank you to Saint Expedite. And for those who know me, probably wondering, who is Saint Expedite? What is Carmen talking about? Well, Saint Expedite, that I've come to learn, was a martyr. He was a Roman centurion soldier who lived in Armenia, which is now Turkey to us. He actually died or was murdered or killed in April of 303 AD. Now, those who don't know what AD is after Christ died, AD. He died because he chose to convert to Christianity. And as we all know, anytime somebody takes a stand for something bigger than them, it can be a scary process. But for this saint, he didn't look at it as scary. He looked at it as a mission that was fulfilled. Well, along with that, this saint has really become very popular, very powerful. And going back to what I said earlier, I didn't know, even growing up Catholic, this saint was never mentioned to me, or at least he wasn't brought to my awareness. But I will say that I'm so happy to have come to know who he is. And I did my research, and I'm still currently learning about this saint. And I tell you, he's been a very powerful tool in my life, an asset, whom I have adopted inside of my life, inside of my rituals. And what I mean by that is I was encouraged to pray to him and set my petition before him. Most do know that Saint Expedite is known to answer urgent requests. Yes, urgent requests. Meaning, just like if you go into your prayer and ask God to help you with something, you basically take your petition to Saint Expedite in a specific way, in a specific order. And I tell you, in the beginning, I thought I did. You just go to him and just really speak what's on your heart. But most people don't know the reason why some things don't come into fruition or really is not manifested is because we really don't know how to ask for what we need or what we want specifically. And Saint Expedite actually helps you with that. Yes, this saint can help you with that. So you go to him and you basically lay out your requests, right? But you have to be specific of what you want. Be clear. And also with a sincere heart. And he will help you. He will definitely guide you and help you and honor your request. Now, I took the liberty of looking him up. A person like me, I love doing research. I love studying. And I love to find out what exactly is this all about. Because we're all skeptics to a degree, especially when we have never heard of something like this. And just unlearning what you have learned. Unlearning a lot of what you've been taught. And just really allowing yourself to be open and learning who this saint is. And to my amazement and to my knowledge, after doing research, this saint has helped thousands upon thousands, if not millions, of people's urgent requests. And I don't have it with me now, but I was going to show you basically my title to my car. I encountered some I would say some, not issues, but a delay. And I honestly didn't really go to St. Expedite with this request, but along with my prayer, my sincere prayer, things were just granted to me. And one of them was receiving my title to my vehicle without any type of problems or issues, where in the beginning I was dealing with a problem and an issue of getting it. And it's not because I didn't pay, because I did, but it was just a delay. And so I want to thank St. Expedite for really working out a very supernatural situation. And without going to really detail about that, it was truly supernatural in just how the whole transaction happened. So again, this is really serving as a public thank you to St. Expedite for really coming through for me. There were some other things that I did ask for in prayer that I would say I did not get, but I did get. And what I mean by that is he truly instructed me on what to ask by bringing either different people. He brought different people into my life by teaching me how to be more specific in my prayer, even just getting my thought process together and what to ask and why I'm asking it. So, like I said, this saint is very powerful, a very powerful spirit now, because he was martyred, he was beheaded just for converting to Christianity. And no, you don't necessarily have to practice Christianity to petition him or to invoke him. So erase that from your mind right there. Like I said, I grew up Catholic, but later adopted other practices growing up, other doctrines. So it doesn't matter what background you're coming from, okay? It doesn't matter what country, what city, what state, whatever. You can petition this saint, and he is about his business. Now, it does take a little work, okay? And also bringing you out of your comfort zone. And for me, that was setting up an altar for this saint. I've never done that. Now, I usually would have a prayer room in my house or my apartment. So that part I was really pretty much familiar with, but setting up an altar, no. So what it is that you set up an altar with a glass of water and a candle. Now, as I did research, traditionally the candle color is red. But if you, like me, was definitely petitioning him for a financial breakthrough or financial, purpose, it would be a green candle. And I actually placed the water to the right and the candle to my left. I've learned through this process that St. Expedite loves red flowers. Is really your choice which red flower to get him, but also pound cake. And all this information is privy to you just by doing your own research. And coins. I placed 5 shiny pennies on my altar in quarters. I did. So it really is up to you after studying and doing your own research on how you're led to give him his offerings. And one of the offerings, when I said to him in prayer, was that if he comes through for me, that I would do this public thank you to let people know you definitely do not have to stress anymore. You definitely do not have to worry no more, because you have angels and saints and spirit guides always around you and always available to you. Those who have strong beliefs in Jesus, it will be no different, okay? Not discrediting anyone or any deity. But St. Expedite, this video is for you. And I want to thank you for helping me and guiding me and blessing me with what I personally asked for. So much love to everyone out there. I will be making more videos, and love and light to everyone. Thank you for listening.